Good afternoon, evening, hello. It's Wednesday, so we're live, and it's a sunny Wednesday, even better. I've just been reading the comments and seeing how much you're enjoying the fabulous weather. So it's nice to end the day with a bit of crafting with friends, isn't it? So I'm just laughing, chuckling away at some of the banter between you. Let's see who's on this evening, and I can say a very warm hello and welcome. I'm also waiting to see if Mr. Gray says that I am visible and vocal and that you can see and hear me. So if I am not coming across on this live, do let me know. Hi Therese, hi Bev, hi Caroline, hi Karen. Oh, it's lovely to see you on this evening, friends. Just remember that if you are watching me on the Facebook group, the Fun with Funky Fossil, I can't see your comments, so apologies. I'm not being rude. If you're commenting over there, I can see them when I go on and look later, but not while it's live. I don't think I can see them. Hi Julie, videos all good, Therese. Thank you. Hi Claire. Hi Karen. Oh, what's Karen having for tea? Oh, chicken and chips. That sounds nice. Karen's always eating something when we have a Why Not Wednesday. It always makes me feel very jealous, because it will be cereal again for me tonight. Mr. G just about to go on and make his pizza for his tea, so I shall be relegated to having a bowl of cereal when I finish this live. Hi Paul, hi Dawn, hi Laura. It's ages since I've seen you, Laura, or I haven't seen your comments, so lovely to see you, darling. Hi Shannon, thanks for joining us again. And, I hope you're well. Yes. What, down onto the, sorry, Mr. G's just, oh, right, okay, I'm changing. Yeah, I've done it, lovely. I'm changing the view down to the screen so that Steve can come in and do something on my laptop, so you don't have to see his face, because apparently it's quite distressing for people.
So it's all good.
You're all right?
Yeah. Just a little bit stuttery on Facebook, and I thought it was connected to the wrong network.
Okay. Right. It's okay though. Oof, tech support at my fingertips there. So you were spared the trauma of seeing Mr. G there as he burst in. Hi Jess. Hi Caroline. Hi Sophie. Lovely to see you. Hi Adele. Oh, there's loads of you on tonight. You're obviously wanting to see our fabulous Mer'mazingly fabulous collection from our newest designer. I don't know if you saw my Facebook post earlier this afternoon, but I'm just delighted at how popular this has been. These are Laura's first stamp designs. Laura Thornton is the designer behind Daisy Ray, and I think Brian's put a link on the Facebook group at some point this week. But Laura does sell her own artwork as cards in her own Etsy shop, which is called Daisy Ray. So it's definitely worth checking out. There you can get personalized cards that Laura makes, and she was telling me as well that she's her previous life before she was doing this kind of artwork was to work, I think she said, for Hallmark cards. So she knows what card makers are looking for. She knows what makes great cards, and so it's absolutely fabulous to be able to convert some of her artwork into stamps, which is what we've done in this first collection. I've got another collection already from Laura, so I'm really glad you like this one, because there will be another one coming not far off. And it's a really beautiful line art, really kind of clean, simple, real sweet simplicity to it. And I can see the DT have been having a great time with it because of all the samples they've been sharing on the Facebook page. And yeah, you've been buying it too, so that's fantastic. I've restocked it this afternoon on the shop. So if you have been online in the last day or so and it's been out of stock, I have now restocked it, so it's back available for you all. Oh, hi Dieta, you on as well? I don't know what Laura's done by accident, but I do get very. I do apologise if it's your first time watching. I do get very distracted by the chat and end up commenting along with all of you. So it means I end up losing my thread regularly. And so let me stay on track as we begin this live. First of all, let me talk about two giveaways. We'll have two giveaways in the live tonight. I don't know if Ali is on from our design team, but Ali is normally the person that chooses the winners for me from comments that have been in the live. If she's not on, then I will end up choosing people after the live and putting it in the Facebook group who the winners are, because obviously I can't really kind of just scroll through live on the comments to choose people. So if Ali is live, I know that she will pop up with two winners when I tell her that we're coming to a close. And those two, Paul, you distracted me there with your comment. Those two giveaways are going to be, one giveaway will be our new Mermaid Tales collection, and the other giveaway will be our next signature series wallet. Our third wallet is coming out next week as part of our headliner on Create and Craft, and I'm going to take you through that this evening because it's fabulous. I'm super excited to share it with you. I've got some samples as well that I can talk you through, but also that means when I come back and do a live on Monday evening, I can show you the main collection that's going live on the headliners, on the headliner, and not fill that whole live with both. So we'll do the signature wallet tonight, and then we'll do the main headliner collection on Monday night. If you're able to join me again on Monday, obviously I'll tell you when that will be. But I'm really excited about this signature series wallet. So Mermaid Tales collection to one winner, and the third wallet to a second winner this evening. So please do like and share. I'm a small brand. I'm growing at a rate of knots, and really want to try and extend my reach and make sure as many people find out about our Wednesday lives and come and join us to see what we have in store. So if you can share, fabulous, but at the very least, if you comment, say hello, then you'll be in with a chance of winning one of the giveaways. Hiya, Jan. Oh, thank you, Shannon. That's really kind of you. Dawn. I haven't heard from Ali this week, Dawn. I know when we were chatting at the end of last week, she said she was feeling a lot better. I'm starting to feel, in her words, a bit more human. But I am guessing her recovery will have some ups and downs. So yeah, sending her lots of love. I'm hoping she will be on the live tonight, but I don't think I've seen her. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, does the pitch keep freezing, Lindsay? That's interesting, because that's what Steve came in and said. He said I was buffering on Facebook. So if you're watching on Facebook, it might be worth trying, because the connection and the feed looks kind of okay at this end. Yeah, Monday too, Dawn, because my headliner next week on Create and Craft, for those of you who don't know the format of the headliners, they are what was once upon a time the new and exclusives. And the show times are 8 a.m, midday, and 4 p.m, and that's on Wednesday. So for a start, there won't be a Why Not Wednesday live on Wednesday night, because I'll be driving back from TV. But also, it will mean that, as normal, I will get the products live ahead of Wednesday. We can have a little bit of a show and tell, look at the samples, and for those of you that want to make that purchase before the headliner starts on the Wednesday itself, and you'll be able to do so. So yeah, Wednesday at 7 I think I'll do, because I'm fairly sure that Tony Darroch is live at 6. Now I know Tony will be in the States getting ready for her fabulous HSN shows. But she often likes to do a live from her hotel before HSN. So I'm kind of not going to take a risk that she won't be live at 6. So I'm going to go live at 7, so just so that you're not conflicted about who to watch, because we've all got to help Tony choose her dress for her HSN shows. Important work. Are they just not behaving today, Kath? Facebook or YouTube? Oh, does YouTube keep sticking, Jess, as well? Oh, I'm buffering on YouTube. YouTube's not in sync. Hi, Denise. Lovely to see you. Shall I carry on? Shall I soldier on for a little bit and see if YouTube decides to be nice to me? Because I'm not sure what else I can do from here, other than shouting downstairs and getting Mr. G back to have a look at the PC. But the internet connection's strong. There's nothing else running. I think it might be a YouTube issue. I tell you what, keep me posted, and if it becomes unbearable, as in it's not worth watching, then I will stop the broadcast, try restarting it. I know you can probably hear me from where you are, Dennis. And if that doesn't work either, we'll give up for the evening. But I've got so much to show you. I'm going to turn the camera down just in case the whole thing collapses on me before I'm able to even show you any of the fabulous products. It's still buffering from going out and in, Shannon. That's not a good sign then, is it? Because that's the next thing I normally say is go out and then come back. Oh, thanks, Catherine. And Catherine, if you can put a link in to the feed to Laura's shop, then please do. Absolutely do promote that and let people know where to find her. You forgot it was Wednesday, Selena. It's shocking. We're all a bit out of sync, aren't we? Because it's a bank holiday. You can hear me, but the video's a bit shonky. Thanks, John. Yeah, it is. I won't tell you about the wallpaper. It's another Mr. G saga. It is. It is nice wallpaper though. I'm going to turn the camera around, but I will be keeping an eye on comments, as you know, just in case you start to tell me it's becoming really dodgy. You can hear me, but if you can't see the fabulous products, it kind of feels a bit of a shame. I put lipstick on today and everything. That's maybe what's throwing YouTube out. Maybe it will correct itself now. It's not looking at my face. Oh, thank you, Julie. Oh, that's kind of you. Not many people say I'm worth it. And Julie, I will reply to your email, by the way, sweetheart. I've kept meaning to get to it today. It's been one of those days. So I know lots of you. It isn't like one of Tony's stencils of doubt. For goodness sake, I don't do everything based on Tony Darrick. I'm sure lots of you will have now seen these fabulous products because I'm sure you'll have seen them on the Facebook group or you'll have seen them on the newsletter. So I won't spend a lot of time looking at them. I'll flick through the paper pad though, because often that's something you don't really get a feel for just from the shop site. So we'll have a quick look through that. But this is Laura's first stamp set, and it's just adorable. And her artwork on her Etsy shop, if through the cards she does, have quite a kind of they've all got that real beautiful simplicity to them. Very, very card maker friendly, I believe. And she often gives them a really kind of watercolory finish, so that's really cool. I've been using alcohol markers with these. They're also very alcohol marker friendly. So we've got three sassy mermaids here, all looking very happy with themselves, obviously with lots of their little sea friends. I particularly love this little jellyfish because she's got I think it is, got a little rose there. So lots of lovely little details that you'll appreciate when you get this home. And because I didn't want to make this stamp set too big, and Laura had already given us so much fantastic artwork, what I did was do some sentiments separately as an A7. So and many of you will have, I'm sure, sentiments that will work with this stamp set. You might even have the stripped back sentiments, the kind of very clean and simple greeting sentiments. So you may not need this. It's coming in the bundle at the moment, effectively for £0. And I think when I take it to TV later this month, it will also be kind of almost added on at no extra cost. But when you get to a point maybe where you're looking at individuals, you may decide you don't need to purchase this. So I wanted to keep the two things separate. We've got Mermaid Kisses and Starfish Wishes. I've kept the font open on Mermaid and Starfish so that you can colour them in, as I did in this sample here. You see, I just coloured it in with a gel pen, so just gives you that opportunity that it's not all solid ink. Make a splash and have an amazing day. So it's a really cute little add-on. As I say, if you're buying the bundle on the shop at the moment, you're kind of getting that thrown in for nothing, but it just extends the artwork that Laura's given us. I'm super, super pleased. Dawn, it's not a scientist, so you won't be allowed to buy it, I'm afraid. Dawn Lifton's only allowed to make samples with our scientist collection. I am really pleased with these papers. I haven't done 6x6 forever. I've been doing 8x8s, but again, I was conscious I was very much scaling this to work with the stamps. So I didn't want to go big on the papers, partly from price point, and when you don't need big papers and you have to pay for them, but also because the scaling will work beautifully with these characters. So we've got some fabulous scene setting papers. But then also you've got some kind of funky mermaid style ones with a bit of glitter. So this is my disco mermaid paper, I call it. Got your fabulous pinks and your seashells here. Very, very easy. I mean, these are just so easy to use. For example, I think this is one of my samples here, and literally your scene is there for your little character to sit into straight away. Uncoated paper, so you know you can stamp and stencil on them without any trouble at all. Bit more of an abstract, bit more of a moody seascape. I love these. I love pinks and purples. It's just such a fresh set of papers. So yeah, very kind of, I think, again, card friendly, I would say, but they are beautiful. Here's another scene one. So very much worked on the premise that, you know, you're going to want the open space in there for your stamping and stenciling, but you don't have to work too hard to create that kind of under the water look. I don't know what it is about my printers, but they always seem to have at least one or two of the papers upside down in the pad. It makes no difference, obviously. It's just a bit weird when you're flicking through. So there's a lovely seascape as well. And then I love this one. I love this one. Even though it's got purples in, don't tell Olga how much I love it, but it's fabulous. Look at that. The depth in that's beautiful. Then we've got a purpley, pinks and purples. Of course, this collection would go beautifully with the Stellar Pace, the Icicle Dreams and After Midnight, that teal, that kind of aqua colour, and the light purple, which is what I use here, for example, on the fish stencil. Just blended the two. So yeah, things coming together. You know, you can see things you may have already bought that were going to work beautifully with this collection. And then the final part of the bundle, as I put it together on the shop, excuse me, is our flow of fish. Again, really user friendly, just nice silhouette images, which going to take your paste perfectly, your inks. Of course, you can flip it over and have the fish swimming in either direction with it being a stencil, or ink it multiple times and get a fuller background. So it's fabulous, great for you, great to use. That's cool. That all comes together if you buy the bundle on the shop. And then there is an add-on stencil, which again, sorry for the glare, which is really glary tonight. Can you still see me, everybody? I'm not very good at checking comments when I'm babbling away. I haven't posted it yet, Adele. I will do it tomorrow. Do you know, I put a whole load of posts. I did loads of orders yesterday. I was really pretty pleased with myself, and took them to the post office. And the poor lady at the post office just lost her father, and she was closing early, so she couldn't get them out until today. And obviously that was more important. But I was like, oh, got all these orders done, and they haven't gone out. I know, it's shocking, and yours wasn't even in that, so there's no excuse. I haven't done it yet. So there you go. There's the seaweed. The seaweed is an add-on if you want to extend your kind of underwater themed imagery to go with this collection. And remember, everybody, minus this collection will be one of the giveaways that is up for grabs this evening. And this is what I'm going to demo with tonight as well. But remember, because I haven't even mentioned it yet, that of course if you order on the shop now, we have our loyalty scheme. I know loads of you have signed up to that and are hopefully enjoying either accruing or spending your points. So everybody who joins the loyalty point scheme this week will be getting automatically 100 points credited to their account, which is the equivalent of a £5 discount. Spend it straight away or bank it, because of course every time you make a purchase you're going to get more loyalty points, and you can put that against maybe a sale item or a bigger spend further down the line. They won't expire. There's no expiry on them, so don't feel under any pressure to get them spent. It's my way of saying thank you to you for buying direct, because it does make a huge difference to a small brand like me to get those sales coming into the shop, and I like to be able to give some of that benefit back to yourselves. So so yeah, the point. So I know lots of you like the points. I have been getting a few messages from people who are struggling to either log in or thought they were already logged in. So do email if you're struggling at all. Sometimes I'm having to share them with Mr. G, tech support. So sometimes the delay is a bit slower because it's when he gets around to it. I know, and the fact that we've called them fossils as well. Glenys really likes that. She likes having lots of fossils under her belt. And I've seen a lady's name on here, and I really want to say, do a big shout out and a big thank you, and that is to Carol Ann. You'll have seen Carol Ann has done quite a few samples and demos with this collection, and just done an amazing job as always, because we know how talented she is. But also Caroline deserves the credit for putting me in touch with Laura, because Caroline got in touch with me and said, have you seen this artwork? I think this would be really fabulous for stamps. And it was through Caroline that I then contacted Laura about designing for us. So thank you very much, Caroline. She's an absolute gem. Is our lovely friend, and yeah, real kind of somebody who connects everybody together, and I really appreciate you, so thank you. So please do look and see all of Caroline's amazing demos that she's been doing this collection, because she's been super excited about it. Oh shucks, she says. I'm just seeing what heckling I'm getting here now. No, she's done a great job, and she's done a great job promoting it too. Did you, Lynn? Have you contacted me, Lynn, about it? I know I've gone back to a few people. Please do just keep firing away, emailing Sarah at Funky Fossil, or sales. It doesn't matter. Either will get through to me. But sales@funkyfossil.co.uk. And if it's not something I can immediately solve for you, then it gets forwarded on to Mr. Gray, and we'll get you sorted. Absolutely. I want to make sure everybody who wants to join the loyalty point scheme can do. So I'm not going to spend ages on this, because I want to do a demo as well and show you our fabulous wallet. So excited. It's just so much to share. So these two were for me. Of course, you can see the brush strokes embossing folder in the background there. So I think that's another lovely way of doing a bit of an abstract background that looks a bit like waves. This isn't all the DT samples. These are the ones that literally have landed with me so far, but there will be more to come. And of course, I do have this on TV at the end of May, so all those samples will be available for us to see then. This is by our Sarah. I love the colours on this, and these fish look really green, but I think she's used the black tie, the black and gold. I love this Stella paste, because it really does kind of echo the colour schemes that you put it with. So it can look green, it can look gold, it can look black, depending on what the surrounding colour theme is. What size cards are they, Selena? They're different sizes. Let's have a look. These I think are pretty much 5.5 by 5.5, so maybe, yeah, 5.5 inches, because I've not cut the papers down that much, and these are 6 by 6 papers. So yeah, I would say I'm gonna contradict myself straight away here by showing you a big card by Fabi Sarah, who's extended and used cut out bits from some of the other papers to make it larger. But in terms of the scale of the artwork, I think this works brilliantly for A6 or A2 cards, or the slightly smaller 6 by 6s. So of course you can have as many of these characters on your page as your card as you want and really fill it out. But that would be my recommendation, Selena. I hope that helps. But then you've got something here which you can see in terms of scaling is much smaller. It's by Sarah as well, isn't it? With a watercolory background, fabulous. The green colouring. I think Sarah's used alcohol markers, but no, she typically uses her Zig markers, doesn't she? I think she's watercolored these characters. And then here's a pink mermaid in front of the Ammonite stencil. Ammonite embossing folder. I don't want to kind of do myself out of direct sales here, but check out the happy hour next Wednesday, because on one of the hours I've got the Ammonite and the Alpha Medley embossing folders as a double pack on happy hour deal. So if it appeals to you, that might be a better time to buy it. Look at this, so pretty. So pretty. Sarah's brilliant at cutting into paper. So she's cut down the edges here. She's cut the starfishes out. She really layers papers up by cutting elements out of them. She's so clever. I love this one by Sarah as well. It's amazing. So she's created a kind of almost like a mandala wreath style with the little clamshell, the seahorse and the bubbles. Isn't that clever? That's a lot of stamping. Yeah. Yes, Sue, Alpha Medley on the happy hour deal. Did I miss biscuits and cake? Can you see and hear me better now, everybody? Oh, I've got Ribena. That helps. I've got Ribena again. No gin, as I'm often accused of drinking. The fish again here in this beautiful seascape. And look, this is Sarah, she's even kind of laid up the jellyfish and had some of the kind of the fronds or tentacles just loose there. So lots of dimension that can be built up from these papers. There you go. You and Therese could go half and half. One of you gets the Alpha, one of you gets the Ammonite. I'm always looking out for you guys. You know it. Right. Oh, do you know what I haven't told you? Paul is going to be laughing his head off at me being distracted again. I put two little stamps on the shop today just because I felt like it. No gin Wednesday, yeah. Maybe I should start drinking gin on a Wednesday. But these are fabulous. These are two little A7 stamps that I have bought out specifically because of how fantastically popular our comic book collection was. And I got feedback from a number of people, absolutely right, that of course there's a male scientist and there are lots of females, women in science and academia, etc. So I've brought out a little lady professor with her kind of lecture thing, pointer and book, and I just love this sentiment. So it's made out of the periodic table, but it says sarcasm, the central element of my personality. So there you go, Dawn. You've got a whole new lease of life. You've got now a love interest for your scientist. But so this has gone on the shop today, and then I did the Super G. It's not my artwork. I'd hate to take credit for it. I did the Super G stamp set, which again I thought worked brilliantly with the comic book embossing folder. You know, the explosion folder that so many of you have been using brilliantly. Is it a bird? Is it plain? No, it's Super G. So I just thought for grandma cards, then sorry, Paul. I just thought it'd be perfect. I just thought it would be really fun, a fun superhero card for a grandparent in the family. So aren't they cool? So I just popped them on today just because I felt like it. You know how random I am. So they've gone on, no reason other than they're there. I thought I'd just make you aware of it in case you haven't seen them. Now, shall we have a look at the signature wallet? So we do it. Well, I've got to keep an eye on the time because I want to do a demo as well. You know what I'm like. Is there a punchline? Is that a joke, Adele? What do they have for tea? What is the time? Oh, only half an hour. I'm doing well. So, signature wallet number 3. So, for those of you that haven't been up to date with our signature series, every kind of 6 to 8 weeks, I bring out a fabulous little collection in a wallet, and it comes in a presentation wallet. There's a nice thick heavy weight to it, so you can use it for crafting and storage in its own right, or to keep the collection in. And what I have inside is always kind of a self-contained collection. You've got everything that you need. Oh, Adele. That's actually, oh no, Paul, that's even better. Oh, goodness me. Right, I'll have to use these jokes on Facebook. Pie and fish and chips. You're all so bad. So this this collection is based on around succulents, because I do love succulents. I just think they're probably about the only plant I can keep alive, if nothing else. But I think they've got a really great structure to them, and I think they make great artwork. So what is in the wallet this time? We've got an A6 stamp set. I'm hoping I'm not getting too much glare for you. And of course, pun themed sentiments. So we've got I'm a sucker for you, aloe there, and sorry for being prickly. They're cool. So it's a nice, again, these aren't by Laura, but in a similar style to Laura, nice simple artwork, clean lines that are going to make colouring really lovely. Or also heat embossed as well. They just look fantastic, just as they are heat embossed as an element on your card. And then I've put together a really sweet, such a sweet A7 stamp set in this wallet as well. Give me a hug. And you've got these 2 fabulously lovely little prickly characters with their specs on. They are just so cute. Have you missed number 2, Dawn? Wait, well, shh, don't tell anybody, Dawn, but I think I'll do number 2 as the pick of the week on the shop next week, is a way of celebrating the launch of the 3rd one. So if it's still in stock on the shop, don't buy it now. Wait until Monday, because I think I'm going to make it pick of the week, but nobody else knows about it, just you and me. What next? Stencil. Look at this. This took me forever to put together. Just trying to get the lines to work really nicely. But this is a really fabulous kind of 5x7 stencil, I would say. Just again, the classic succulent shapes in there will make a really gorgeous background. In fact, I know it'll make a gorgeous background because I've got samples made by our very talented design team. And we also have a die set in this wallet as well, layering little pot plants, so you can see how the layers will sit together to give you the detail over a solid base. Really cool. And these papers are super cool. Yeah, it is a good. Well, I'm going to say that it's a good stencil because I did spend a lot of time putting it together, Kat. I'm pleased with it, and I'm pleased with it when I see the samples. I'm pleased with how it has actually worked. So these are 5x7 papers. They come loose. They're not in a pad. There are 2 of each design, and there are 8 designs in the wallet, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. Really lovely. Now these are slightly lighter weight than our paper pad. So I think these are 120 GSM. Paper pads are normally 190. But I do that purely for the bulking up of the wallet, really, to make it all sit nicely inside. And if you're using them for backgrounds or for die cutting, then that 120 GSM will work perfectly. So usual uncoated, work on the surface, brilliantly print. It's the same printer doing them for us, but just slightly lighter. Aren't these lovely? Hi, Rebecca. Oh, well, you're in the right place. This is our new Signature Series 3 collection, which is all about succulents and pot plants and prickly things. I think that's me back to the beginning. So aren't they lovely? Yes, good shout. I mean, so many things go together, Paul, don't they, in terms of, and I mean, it is a really good point, because the scaling of these 2 collections, because this is in our wallet, and Laura's collection is kind of based around an A6 stamp set. All of this is much more scaled to the card maker who likes to make this smaller rather than the really big cards. Whereas some of our other collections, the artwork is big on the stamps. You've got 8x8 papers, but actually here across these 2, you're going to find that the scaling works perfectly. And I think this would make a great background. It could be seaweed as much as it could be pop. So that's my other giveaway this evening, one of these wallets. So I hope you like that. I think it's a really versatile one. I say 2 stamp sets, dies, paper, stencil. Lots you can do with this. But it's really, as I try and make everything I do a nice, easy to use collection. Everything works together, and you can just kind of let your imagination go. And I've got loads of samples. I won't go through all of them, but I need to do a big shout out with these samples as well. I think I've seen, I don't know if I've seen Karen on. I've seen Elaine there, haven't I? So Karen Whitaker and Elaine Mellor from Tony's design team, those talented craft, I don't know what the word is now. I'm going to say craft queens. They've done some samples for me as well. So we've got some amazing samples here. Did you like those, Adele? I'm thinking of doing another set of the monochrome papers. I'm glad you like them. I like the ability to give them a bit of a colour tint. So yeah, sorry, I distracted again, Paul. So you can see here, I mean, we've got a variety of scales of cards. Probably this is maybe one of the bigger ones, let's see. So that's probably the bigger one, and that's maybe more the kind of the A2 size. So, again, you can scale this up. But the size of the A7 artwork, if you're using it as a single item on your card, works beautifully for those kind of really lovely, clean and simple, fun greetings cards. And I was going to say this was Elaine, but it's Karen. So I love this. Look at that. Fabulous. So she's laid up got our little character. I just love the way they're puckered up for a kiss. And then this one's by our Sarah, and she's got the cluster of succulents from the A6 stamp set with the 2 characters, and we've got the succulents in the background there, the stenciling in the background, and look how gorgeous that looks. They are really fun characters. I think that I like to make you smile. That's what we're here for, isn't it? This might be a Sarah one. So she's used starlight paste in the background here with that succulent stencil. And little characters peeking in from all different directions. She's got the pot plants there as well, and then cut into those papers as you'll often see Sarah do. And then this will be a Karen one, because she's got paper. Very sure it's a Karen one. Is it I'm fairly sure it's a Karen one. Is it you, Elaine? I think it's Karen. Got the paper at a jaunty angle. Hello there. I love that one. Hello there, hello there. This one's Karen. Got a gorgeous kind of archway there with the papers kind of behind it with your succulents. It's all going so well together, isn't it? You did an amazing job, Elaine. You did an amazing. This is yours, isn't it? It is, because they are super cute. And Elaine's kind of a real kind of really talented with her clean and simple designs. So whereas Sarah Edison likes to layer everything up and cut into the papers and create lots of dimension, Elaine creates really kind of classy, sharp, almost kind of graphic cards. And this is just inking, just one layer cards with some inking and stenciling to create these lovely greetings. And here's one. So this is where you can see it's that kind of A2, A6 size card, and a little aperture with the papers peeping behind and the dies. Aren't they fabulous? They really, I was just so made up because I put a lot of thought into the signature wallets. I get really excited when I see what fabulous designers do with them, because you think it's going to work together, but you only know it's going to work together when you see what people do with it. Aren't they great? And look at this one, full of colour. I think this might be Sarah. No, it's Elaine. It's not Sarah. This is colour with the background papers. So Elaine's mirrored those papers with the colours in that central panel, and then just use that cluster of succulents to make corners. So it's going on the wish list. Well, at least you've got loyalty points now, Georgina. So at least you know you can always put your wish list together on in your member area on the shop. And as you've got your loyalty points building, you're going to get some money off a future purchase. I know I think we're all guilty of that, Jane. It's seeing people kind of bring a collection to life, isn't it, that really makes you go, oh, I can't show you that. That's in the wrong pile. Oh. That just really kind of inspires us all, doesn't it? I love this. Again, it's kind of that white space. I was going to say Elaine, but it's a Karen one. That lovely white space, but just the colours from the papers always pull your eye into what's in the centre of the card. But be careful, this one's a Karen as well. I was going to say Elaine because of the white space on it. Sneak peek alert, stencil coming up as part of the headliner next week. So just saying, but doesn't that look great? Oh, and that would work well, Paul, with the mermaids as well, that stencil. I don't know, I amaze myself sometimes. This is a bit of genius. This is by Karen, and she's cut into the papers to create this kind of a panel patchwork effect. How effective does that look? Just fabulous. Happy looks good on you. That's not one of the sentiments from the set, but I like that sentiment. Happy retirement with a shaker. Maybe Karen's trying to tell me something. And again, just those papers, rich in colour. Aren't they great? And then look at this one. This is a Sarah. She's got our little character here, wearing a pot on his head. Still really happy though. You can't not smile when you see these two little characters. They really are cool. But again, stamps, stencils. And look how beautifully she's coloured that stencil. It really ties in the background papers. And here, I still wouldn't show you all of them. And I've done it again. More multicolored inking it on the stencil with these characters right there in the middle. I'm a sucker for you. You can't beat it, can you? Cards that are going to put a smile on somebody's face. This one makes me laugh. It's like this little pot plant's gone on safari, so he's peeking out from. So Sarah's cut some of the images from the papers, used some of the stamps to build up a little theme, and then he's peeking out from behind. Hello there. And last one. I know I've got more coming on the way. These are the ones that I arrived in the post today. for me to share with you. And this is from Sarah again with our lovely character just nestled in there amongst all the other pot plants and those dies appearing. I say she's very good at picking out elements that she can cut from the papers to add to the composition. What do you think, everyone? So, oh, hi, Helen. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us. So that will be 2 giveaways: Mer'mazing, the Mermaid Tales from Laura, from Daisy Ray, and our signature wallet 3. And I'm glad you like it. I hope you like it. I've got some fabulous signature wallets already signed off coming down the pipeline. And I always think they're a bit special. They're just something that is a real treat for me to put together. Lots of samples, lots of ideas for you there. Shall we, in the 15 minutes we've got left, shall we make something? Remember, everybody, like and share. Tell them that Funky Fossil's amazing. Where are they? Why are they not here with us tonight on a Wednesday? Okay, I'm getting carried away now, aren't I? Oh, hi, Angela. Did I not see your name before? Lovely to see you. Right, what I thought I'd do is, and I don't know if this is dry yet, so I'm going to have to test it and check, but I thought I'd make a shaker card with one of these really clever shaker windows from our Tony, Stamps by Me. Now, I have them in the shop. I don't know how many I've got left. I probably don't have many. I'll have to ask Tony if she's got any stock left, actually. But I'm just bringing it out for you to see. So these are the shaker windows. I'm sure lots of you will have seen them. Adele, I make cards in 1 minute in the craft battles. So I'm disappointed at your lack of faith in me. So these are shaker windows from Stamps by Me. They come in a variety of sizes. I've got the 5x5 here, but they come in the A6 size and the 5x7 size, I want to say. And they're really clever because obviously they come pre-scored down the edges, so you can fold them back to create your pocket. I'm being careful because I'm not sure if this paste has dried. So you can fold them back to create your pocket, and you've got adhesive on each of those elements around the shaker pocket. So it makes making shaker cards super, super easy. Helen Priestley, get out of town. I can't believe you've never made a shaker card. Well, if you've never made a shaker card, and you all know how often I make a complete hash of it, these are a fabulous way of doing it super easily and quickly, because you've got that self-contained element already. So they are on my shop. If I've got any left, they're on my shop. But check out Stamps by Me to see if Tony's got stock of them. The other thing to mention about them is they do come with a cover. Actually, I've taken the one off on this one. They do come with a cover, protective film on the front of them, so they will look slightly cloudy when you take them out of the packet, but you just take that off. It means your acetate does not have any scratches on it. So that's enough of an infomercial for Stamps by Me. It's not as if Tony needs me to promote her amazing products. And what I've done, and I'm taking a gamble it's dried, because I only did it just before we went live. Let's do the old. No, it's still damp. I'm going to have to be very, very, I'm not sure I'll use this one because it's still damp. But I have used the fabulous fish stencil over the top of the acetate with our Starlight paste, which you're all familiar with by now, and is definitely one of my go-tos. Lots of it in the pot. And remember, you can colour this. And I've got new Stella paste colours coming, just to make you aware. So all I've done is put the stencil over the top. This is a really good heavyweight acetate. So if you were doing some thinner acetate, you might get a bit of a warping or wobbling with the moisture that the paste will add. But this hasn't moved at all. So it just shows how good that acetate is. Now, I don't know if this is going to be dry enough for me to work with, but I thought it was a really cool idea. So I'm showing you this, but we'll see whether I can actually use it. So what you do then is I've cut down a piece of the glorious paper from Mermaid Tales. And all you need to do is pop that inside your pocket, and you can seal around 3 sides of it, pop your sequins or your glitter in, and you've got a self-contained shaker element. But I think this is going to be too damp. I might have to use just a plain one and then share a picture with you of the one that I make when that's dried. So allow for drying time, guys, if you're going to use your Stella paste on your acetate. The word went then completely. I was buffering, not YouTube. So here are the papers. I've cut this down already to be the size that was going to fit into our 5x5 window, our acetate window. But let's add a little bit of stenciling to the scene here with the jellyfish. And I'm just dithering about colour. I think I might use shaded lilac because I think it's got some nice purples in that page, hasn't it? So let's see. Do you know what I'm going to do? It'll end up being a bit of a blend because the brush that I have to hand already has blue on it. So the blue and the purple won't upset each other too much. So I think we'll get away with it. So we've got both blue and purple in our papers. So if one or other is more prominent, it's not going to be a problem. So I'm just inking through. Now, of course, you could use your Stella paste or any other kind of glitter paste on this layer as well, because it's going to sit behind the shaker. But obviously, I didn't feel drying time would be on my side with that. And of course, if you put too much texture on this base layer, you might struggle a little bit in terms of the shakiness. It might obstruct the sequins moving around quite so much. So I'm going to go with a flat layer here. You can see now we just got that movement. So all going in that same direction. So if I were to use this one with my Stella paste on it, you get that look. They're not lined up. They're not designed to be lined up, but you're going to get that look almost of the kind of two lots of fish swimming on the sea. So that looks nice. Now let's put I'm going to put a sentiment on the paper, and then we're going to put a character on the front of the shaker. So she's going to sit right at the very front of the design. So it's just thinking about your project kind of from the back to the front, really. And just trying to look to see where I put. Oh God, I've got lots of shaker windows. Where I have put, there they are, the sentiments. I think because we're going to have a lot going on, if I was just going to have the shaker without my character, I could put that large mermaid kisses sentiment in that corner there, because it would sit beneath our shiny fish. But I desperately want to have one of our fabulous mermaids in the scene. So I think we will just have an amazing day. I hope you're all having a fab day, fab week. It's a really good one. I often say, Shannon, with pattern papers, although there's so many stunning pattern papers out there, and I think we're all magpies for it, it's great to look at ways of customizing your papers. So when you've got a paper like this, for example, why not use your kind of your glitter paste, for example, on a brush, or your stickles, your glitter glue, and bring highlights into the jellyfish. Add a little bit of stamp detail, do a bit of stenciling, and you've then made the papers your own. So yeah, it's definitely something I always recommend. And I know Laura as well, with some of the samples that she shared made with her own stamps, and she's quite often doodled on the papers, just bringing that line out, connecting the paper and the stamp image. It's definitely lots of fun to do. Do something to the paper, and you've changed it just that little bit to be yours. To have an amazing day. So I'm using the VersaFine Clair in something blue. Is it medieval blue? Because I just think it's a very dark blue anyway, but it's not quite as harsh as a black. How beautiful does that look? And as I thought, it's a nice solid stamp, so it's not getting lost with penciling going on. We've got our fabulous sea creatures, but you can still see sentiment. So, and I think I've got three of the characters, well, the three characters from the fabulous stamp set, and I think I know lots of you have seen the images where she's perched on the jellyfish. She's fabulous, but I'm thinking one of these two because I think the colours will work better. So we could either have, actually, let's have this one because she's carrying the little fish and we've got the fish going on in the background. This one I think works better with the starfish wishes because she's holding a starfish. But we're going to put this on the front of our shaker card. I don't know if I can take the risk on this because otherwise normally I would put this down and then wrap the, can I do it? And then wrap the adhesive round. I so want to have my shiny fish on the front. Oh, it's the best 8 minutes, Lindsay. The best 8 minutes. You've missed it all. Go on. I don't know. It's just got that surface tack to it. You know, when a paste is nearly dry, but it's just got a little. I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna try and get this on. Already, I know that was a bad decision. What I should have done, there we go, is just got the folds working on each of these before. They fold really nicely, actually. They're well scored. So we'll get the first one on. Hold your breath, everybody. Delicate operation and practice in the process here. Oh, gee whiz. If only I could put it down. I think I made contact with the paper. I think we're okay. Are you all feeling really tense? I hope so. I won't be able to put the camera back on myself. I've gone bright red here with the effort of trying to do this without smudging my stenciling. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth the tension. So just remember, everybody, to ensure that you only put 3 of the sides down before. Come on, so close. This isn't going to be as good as it would have been if everything had worked. Oh, that's still pretty cool. What do you think? It's just not going to be quite as flat as I'd like. I've done it all on the curve. I know, Julie, I'm almost ready to pass out. Should have had that gin. I think it's worked there, everybody. Breathe. I'm going to stuff some sequins in here, regardless. I haven't forgotten the sequins, Adele. I love that you're all shouting sequins at me. I have sequins here. In fact, I think these are Thomas by me sequins as well. Tony never knows when I go in that warehouse of hers and keep finding stuff. So I'm going to put these lovely. I think they are Tony sequins. I don't know where else I'd have got them from. She's a sequin kind of girl. Look. I can get loads in here, couldn't I? Or is that enough? I think that's enough. What do you think, guys? I can't use a whole pack of sequins. You little Faith. You think I'd forgotten the sequins? Good grief. I'm a professional, don't you know? What did Adele say about me trying to do a demo in 15 minutes? She might be right. Oh, chopping heck. Oh, it's all gone badly wrong. This is the curse of shaker cards. Right, just ignore it, everybody. It's fine. Fine. Look, it's all moving around. I'm happy. I think that looks really cool. They're not up. Oh, they are up. They are up, Adele. You're right. Look, I've got sequins in a shaker wallet. I've got sparkly fish, and I've got a fabulous background. Do you know what? There's no pleasing some people. Now, very quickly, all I'm going to do is add a bit of stick, because of course this is going to go a central panel on our card. Although it's maybe a bit squishy. It's maybe a bit squishy for the card, but it'll stick. Fear not, friends. So let's add a little bit of inking around the edge, otherwise it will get a bit lost on that lovely big card, which is, you'll not be surprised to learn, it's a Stamps by Me card. But it's, I think, Elaine, if you're still on, you can have me out. The Stamps by Me cards 7x7. So they're a lovely size. So if you had a 6x6 paper, it would go great, and you still have some border around it. I think that's the size. Oops. So it's shaded lilac, so that'll tie our stenciling in using my blending brushes. And then all I was going to do before Adele cuts the power, got sweat on now, is seaweed. Put a bit of seaweed. You don't need to stencil the whole thing, because as we know, very little of it is going to be visible. So let's just add a bit of stencil detail at the edges. Super easy and quick to do. And this is a complete stencil, as in you don't have any cut-off elements. So you can continue and repeat this if you wanted to make a much bigger project. Then the design will enable you to do that. This is it's peacock feathers. Ooh, I can breathe again. I'm on my home turf here with a bit of stenciling. That was tense, wasn't it, everyone? Didn't expect such a cliffhanger evening, did you, on a Wednesday? Bit of relaxing crafting. Actually, I think Tony and I have got a date in for the next craft battle. For those of you who enjoy that carnage, I think we're doing one at the end of the month. So she's back, obviously, from the US. I've got a show, I think, on the 27th of May, and then we're planning to battle at the end of the month. So you can stay tuned for that. All I've done is I put a bit of masking tape just down the spine of the card, because quite often I will do my stenciling and attach it to the card front, but this is because we've got all that dimension with our shaker. I didn't want to add more cards to the front. I wanted to just stencil straight onto the card blank. It's really easy to do, isn't it? It'll be fun. Well, I'm glad you all like watching the battles. I mean, my hair's grey enough already. I don't need the extra stress in my life. So look how cool that looks. That's going to go really nicely in the middle there, isn't it? But because we've inked around the edge, we've left the center white, it means you get a lovely kind of softening out just where that focal point is. I think that gives it a really effective look. We're going to stick our fabulous mermaid on because she's the star of the show. On reflection, you know, I'm always honest. On reflection, I think I should have put the sentiment here on the top layer because it's a bit lost. I can see it really clearly. Have an amazing day, but I'm wondering whether it would have worked better on the top layer rather than behind our shiny fish. But it's a good obviously you'll have drying time at home rather than doing it just before you go live. It looks cool, doesn't it? That paste on the acetate. So if you've got some good quality acetate at home, doesn't need to be in a shaker window. What a great look to have that dimension. I don't know whether I dare stick this down because it's a bit wild and rocky. Never mind. The adhesive's hanging on by a thread around the edges here. It's good adhesive, but I think I'm making it work. Look at that. I think that's a cute card. Oh, you want me to shake it? Rebecca, you mean? I'm confident of this one. I'm confident it will shake. I'm just not confident it will stay on the card. Look at that. Mission accomplished. If only if only it was flat. But you know, I'm here to give you inspiration. You're there to actually make it proper. Yeah. It's only because, Caroline, it's only curved because I was trying to do everything while I was holding it in midair. Normally, you put the front down and wrap it all nicely around the paper. It's all really flat, so it's user error. I really like it. So, sorry, admiring my own artwork there. I am really red. No, we haven't seen Ali, have we? We haven't seen Ali on the chat, so I'm not going to wait for her to announce two winners for the giveaways tonight, but I will come back on to Facebook after Mr. G's back in, and I make him randomly select names because of course he doesn't know who any of you are, and he just scrolls through comments and we pick two people that way. So I'll put the winners in the Facebook group, and if you're not on Facebook or don't follow Fun with Funky Fossil, I normally try and track you down one way or another. Shannon knows that's right because I tracked her down in Tony's live and told her she'd won. I think that's a really cool card. I really like that shaker element to it. I think the background papers are just fabulous, and these little mermaids, I'm just falling in love with them. They're great and very different to anything else we do or have done at Funky Fossil. So I'm really pleased that you've all been as excited about them as I have. Hope you've enjoyed the Signature Series Wallet 3 with our succulents and those fabulous samples. Please do join me again on Monday night at 7 o'clock, and I'll be sharing with you the big collection that we're doing the headliner with. It's really cool. It's got a Mediterranean vibe. I've got more fabulous samples to share with you then. So there'll be lots more fun to be had on Monday evening, and there'll be more giveaways, of course. Remember Super G and our little lady scientists, because they're on the shop now. Remember the loyalty points. There's so much going on. I don't know how you keep up with me. So thank you all for a lovely evening and for lots of comments and for all your comments. You always make me laugh. Even your jokes, Paul and Adele, have made me laugh. So that's a bonus for me. And I shall see you again very, very soon. Take care and have a fabulous week. Bye for now.